try to give you all the material so that one day you will have abundant material and there will be no ethical problem. Nobody steal things from others, nobody corruption, right? Okay, so this is what science believes. What about Buddhism? If we have a lot of material, no ethical problem? Yes or no? You know what is ethical problem? You know. The rest? Do you know what is ethical problem? Ethical problem, what does it mean?
It means that our behavior that we do bad things.
The bad thing. Correct. So, if we have enough material, nobody will do bad thing to others. Right? Okay? What about Buddhism? What do they believe?
Buddhism believes that physical problem can be solved by mind.
By mind. Correct? Even if we have 1,100 baht, we still want to more. Want to have more, correct? Right? We want to have more. Okay? But if you want to solve ethical problem, it has to be through mental development. If everybody has 5%, if everybody follow the Noble Truth, if everybody practice for foundation of mindfulness, they will understand by themselves, right? No harm to others, right? So instead of trying to develop a lot of material, Buddhism focus on come back to the mind and develop the mind. Okay, so that's the belief. Okay, so next, number one, method of gaining knowledge. How do Buddhists gain knowledge and how do science gain knowledge? Okay, number one, science gain the knowledge through study through 5 senses and scientific equipment. 5 senses, what is 5 senses? We have 6 senses, right, in Buddhism? They have 5 senses. What do you think is 5 senses? Eye? Ear?
Nose,
Tongue?
body,
And body. Okay. So science use these 5 senses, right? With the scientific equipment, right? For example, you want to see bacteria, you need the microscope, right? In order to see the bacteria, right? If you want to see the stars, you need the telescope to see the stars, right? Okay? So if you don't have microscope, you cannot see bacteria, correct? You just believe that is, right? So, what about Buddhism? How many senses do we use? 6 senses. What are the rest?
mind,
Correct? So that's why they focus on 5, but Buddhism focus on the last one. We want to do the, actually in here is a mental lab, right? You try not using your phone for 1 day. You will understand yourself better, right? How your mind craving for the phone, how you want to go and grab the phone, how you become angry more easily because you don't do that phone, right? So our mind is actually the mental lab. If you experience inside, you understand your mind better. Okay? I do with the 4-year student reduce using the phone. Okay? From a lot to little, right? And I can see how dramatic my heart is, right? Sometimes I grab the phone without knowing. Right? And the thing I already open the application and spend the time or things like that, right? So once it's actually the lab inside here, right? That's what Buddha said. Do the 4 foundation of mindfulness. Put the mindfulness here and try to understand your mind. Once you truly understand your mind, you will gain the insight. Everything is impermanent, everything is non-self, cannot be controlled, right? Something like that, right? So, But do we have equipment? Do we need equipment? You don't need. Huh? So everyone, you don't have to be rich. You don't have to go to scientific school or something like that. Okay? Everyone can learn because all the six senses, we all have that six sense. Correct? You have? You have? Right? When you born, they give it for free, right? So everyone can study themselves. Okay? Number 2. Science study from experimental group. What does it mean? If the scientific people, they want to know that meditation make you study better, what do? Get the student, 100 or 1,000 of students, okay? One into group, one group do the meditation, the other no meditation, and see what's the difference, correct? But if Buddhism want to know if meditation is make you your grade better, how does we do? How do we do?
Study by test.
You just go and sit, right? And then you will know, right? So the scientific person, they don't have to practice, correct? Only the experimental group, they do the practice, okay? But for us, we don't need the experimental group. We practice and we understand much better. That's it, 2 things. And try to make the other things equal. Students have to be on the same age, have to be same grade, same school, things like that, right? But in Buddhism, we believe that everything is a whole, right? If one student will get the better grade, it's combined a lot of things, right? They have to want to study, they have to have a good teachers, they have to, a lot of things combine together to make students get better grade. That is called dependent origination. Do you know this?
Yes.
Independent. In order for one student to get better grade, there are a lot of factors, right? To make that student get better grade. Good food, good sleep, like that, right? Good teacher, maybe sapaya, the aircon, and things like that, right? So there are a lot of things. So we look at it as a whole. We don't look at it as meditation. You make the grade better or not. The rest have to be the same, things like that. So the way of looking at things is different. Okay. This one you don't understand, it's okay. Because I didn't go through. I tried already, but it's very confusing, so I don't know. Science divide into many branches. Okay. Science divide into many branches means we already talked about that, right? If you, how do I say? Like doctor, right? Doctor the whole body. Doctor on the heart. Doctor on the teeth, right? The dentist, right? And then the dentist, this kind of dentist, this specialized dentist, so they specialize, right? So if they specialize on the teeth, can they cure the fever? Cancer. Okay, if they specialize on the teeth, can they cure the cancer? Yes or no? No. Okay, so if you, right, so they're very going to that branch, very deep in that branch, and they don't know the rest. You understand? So, but Buddhism, we didn't focus on the branches like that. We focus that everything all together. So the Dharma is one whole thing, right? So no branch. We all study everything. Okay, so that's about it, right? So I hope you get the better understanding on the difference. Because Democritus and Galileo, right? After that Aristotle, right? Aristotle. Aristotle said, no. If we want to divide things, it can be divided into 5 things. Okay? The earth, the air, and the last thing is ether. Ether is something from the sky. It's his imagination. Okay? So he believed that. He don't believe in atom. He believed that can divide it into 5 parts too. Right? And because Aristotle and Democritus, which one is more famous? Huh? Aristotle is more famous, right? Yeah. So, you think the citizen of the Greek will believe in Aristotle or Democritus? Very important talk. Okay, so you believe in Aristotle or Democritus? Who is more popular? Who is more famous?
Aristotle.
People will believe in Aristotle, right? So okay, atom. We don't believe in atom. Okay, we believe in earth, air, and fire. Okay, okay. So and this has been going on until the year 18, how do I pronounce? Kusna, how do you pronounce this year? 1803, right? 1803. How many years later? How many years later? Huh? After Aristotle, Aristotle is say 300 BC. And this man is, his name is John Dalton. He lived here. How many years different? 200? Huh? No. BC, right? He said he lived, okay, for example, 300 years. BC. BC, yeah? BC. Say 300 BC. And this is? How many years different? How many? Correct or not? Right? This is 1,800 years. This is 300 years. So altogether is correct or not? Correct or not? Have to be this one plus this one equals this one, correct? Okay. Right. So when you think about Aristotle, it's very old, right? Like Buddha, 2,000 years. Okay. So only like 2,000 years later. 2,000 years later, right? The guys named, the scientists named Dalton, starting to think about the words atom that Democritus used to think about. And he is wondering, how does atom look like? If you want to break things into the part that cannot be divided anymore. Okay? So Dalton, very easy, but I think he got Nobel also. This is his model of atom. Circle. Some circle. So like the atom of salt look like this. Atom silver look like this, atom of copper look like this. Okay, so they think everything has their different atom. What look like this? Circle. Okay? But then still don't know, right? What is actually inside the circle? By that year, they don't have that very good microscope, right? So after that, right? How many years later?
2200 years.
I think you have problem with mathematics, right?
400 years.
100 years later, right? 100 years later, Mr. J.J. Thompson, he has to do some experiments, okay? I'm not going to that experiment. And he has found out that inside atom, there is something positive charge and something negative charge. You can see, right? Positive charge, something positive charge, and something negative charge, like the battery. And the negative charge is everywhere, like resin bread. You know resin bread? Bread? You know resin? Don't know. When you buy the bread, that is grape, dry grape, dry grape. Okay. Dry grape. Resin.